Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of Hometown Hero. Now, the last time we saw each other was for the game against Tastrup FC down in ninth place, where we won 4-2 and actually played quite well. And now, for today's game, we're actually going to be playing Kastrup in 5th position. Now, if you remember from last time, it was actually Slailsa in 3rd and Kastrup in 4th. So, actually, Ladoya Shmorum have overtaken us. But if we look at the schedule, we've still actually played quite well. The first game after Tastrup was a game against Holbeck, which I was actually quite nervous about. And until the 87th minute, I was still very nervous about. We were losing 1-0, even though it was actually quite a tight game. We had the same amount of shots on target. We had nearly the same amount of possession. And I felt like we deserved something. And then bringing on Tobias Hansen and how he did really made that difference. I changed to a 4-4-2, then Hansen grabbed 2 goals, got us the win, and I was so happy about that because they were in second at the time. And then the next game, it was completely the opposite. We played a game against Herlev, which I really did have earmarked as a win. The first half was probably the right result going in at half-time, it was 1-0 to Herlev, but then the second half we really kicked on and absolutely dominated. I mean, pretty much all of our shots and all of our shots on target came in the second half. And we were putting on the pressure. I turned it on to overload, still putting on the pressure, missing chance after chance. Anders Iversen, when he came on, got the goal. We still missed a number of chances after. And then in the 91st minute, when we were pushing for a winner, they broke and scored, which it was a hard result to take. But bouncing on from that, we played Fredensborg again, where we won 4-1 last time, and we won 4-1 again. And this time, while Christensen didn't score, which was a bit of a shame, he still played quite well, but Eric Braun scored his first goal for the club, Kagri Erdem scored, and Christopher Thran, who's one of the few faces remaining from the original squad, scored 2 goals in 2 minutes. And the only blip on this game was that Patrick Bang-Nilsson got injured, and he's actually injured. He was injured at the time for 2 to 3 weeks, and he's still going to miss this game, but then he'll be back in time for the second half of the season. So now, on to the game today. It's against Kastrup, who are 1 position below us, and if we do manage to get the win today, then we'll bounce up into 3rd, and only, I believe, 2 points behind Holbeck in 2nd, which would be absolutely great going into the winter break. And the only signing really of note to talk to you about, well, the 2 really, is one is Ole Bisp Rasmussen, who, while he isn't the best pure defender, I believe his mentals will greatly help the team out, and he's already actually played quite well for us in the couple of games he's played. And the other one is Tobias Hansen, and I felt like we should have somebody who is a big target man who can really try and bully the defence as one of our striking options, so I brought Hansen in, and it also helps that he was the top scorer in the league at the time. So, going into the game today, Patrick Bang-Nilsson isn't going to be playing, so really I'm probably going to have to play Andreas Marcher there, which isn't ideal, but we don't have any other left back in. So, I mean, what we could do actually is play Rasmus Mathiasen there. How does he do there? Looks like he's better than Andreas Marcher, so I'm actually going to put in Seberg into this central midfielder to defend. Hopefully he does a good job for us. And then put Mathiasen in the back. And while it's still not very strong, it's a lot better than having Marcher there, because I think he's not destined for this team in the end. But no, then the rest of this team is Jonathan Gunmarsson in goal, a back 4 of Mikael Kjær, Jesper Kjær, Ollie Bishop Rasmussen, and Rasmus Mathiasen now playing at left back. It's then Anders Seberg and Christopher Thran in the centre, with Ruben Nygård, Kagri Erdem and Eric Braun in front of them, and Fredrik Christensen, one of our top performers, at the head of the formation. But then one thing I actually might do, because Nygård isn't playing well for me, I'm not sure if this game I'm actually going to drop Nygård and play Anderson there. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do this game, because I think Anderson gives us a bit more, and then Nygård's a good player to have being able to come on. Yeah, that is going to be the team for this game. So now if we submit the team, a couple of players still lacking match fitness, but that's to be expected. Kjedsen, I'll give number 28 to, because why not? And numbers is actually one thing I am very particular about, but at this level of competition where so many players are leaving and coming in, it's not really something I pay attention to. But if you look at the team, they're playing at 4-4-2, and we've usually done quite well against 4-4-2 where their wingers aren't pushing as far further up. So it's formation we should hopefully be able to get something from. So going to the dressing room, and I'm actually going to tell them, I'm not sure, I think I'm going to say to them, going to get assertive and say we should be winning this one comfortably. And at least there's no negatives, but I seem to need to work on my team talks because I never really get much out of them. But Patrick Anderson liked it, so I'm going to do the usual thing and say I think there's a lot more to come from you to all of them. So there we go. A number of them are happy now, so I'm happy with that team talk in the end. Hopefully we can get a good result from this game and go into the winter break on the up. So if we kick off now, with Erdem on the ball, getting out to Matthijssen, and he is a position now I am slightly worried about in this game because he's not an out-and-out defender. But hopefully his mental start was close. Hopefully his mental stats will carry him through. But now anyway, focusing on the game because that was an issue, that first shot. I saw Christensen was complacent, so I'm actually going to encourage them and hopefully that'll get rid of it. But still, Rasmussen seems to be playing quite well at left back from the start. Seberg getting his foot in there, keeping the ball. Erdem on Christensen with Thran trying to thread through a ball to Anderson but not really longed for it. Seberg getting the ball into Erdem, who's a really creative midfielder. He's doing quite well. Braun puts it across, and Patrick Anderson repaying the faith in him, repaying the faith to score the first goal of the game in 10 minutes, and us moving up to third. So let's have a look at this game in 3D. Erdem getting that ball to Christopher Thran, who gets that lovely ball over to Eric Braun, who uses that pace to get in behind his man. Anderson slotting in at the far post. Nice, easy, good job. Now let's see if we can keep this form going through the rest of the match. Hopefully get the win. Matthijssen on the ball. Gives it to Gudmundsson. And that's an easy ball for Kastrup to clear up. Rasmussen getting his foot in though. He's really been good for us. And Fredrik Christensen scoring. Rasmussen getting the assist. It's looking like an easy game. Christensen getting another goal. He's really stepping us up for us now. And that is something which is very pleasing to see. An amazing ball over the top by Rasmussen. And a good clinical finish by Fredrik Christensen. He is really turning into something now though. So now, 2 shots on target, 2 goals. It's been very good. Everybody's playing at least averagely, which is great to see. So yeah, this game is going very well. And even the possession, we usually might... Oh, Lundstein, ball into Blime, who tries to hold it up. He risks. Cagliarden gets in the tackle. That was a very good tackle. Now, hopefully, Braun can use his pace to get at them, but he doesn't need to. He finds that pass over to Christensen. Christensen just wide of the post. Frederick. But that wasn't the easiest chance of the game, so I'm not too mad about that. But looking at it, Erdem is starting to show maybe a few signs of maybe needing to come off, but I'm happy to keep this team on for the start of the second half. I'm actually going to tell them it's 2-0 up. I'm going to tell them not to lose focus because I really do want to make sure we have a good second half as well. And I'm actually going to take off more direct passing and go mixed passing and start this second half. Hopefully then Erdem will have a bit of a better game, and if he doesn't, then we'll go back onto direct and bring on Jacob Pind. But Anders Seberg. Off the post, Christopher Thran scores. Is that... Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Anders Seberg rocketing a free kick off the post. Christopher Thran there. Easily the first one there, showing great composure to put that in. Looking very, very good game. I don't want anybody to look uninterested, so I'm going to tell them to concentrate. because of that. That is what I didn't want to see. After all the good work of the first 5 to 10 minutes of the second half, it's why, uninterested, we always need to take that out. And I'm actually thinking about bringing off Elkier, and I'm going to bring on Gregerson. Because he just looks uninterested, and I don't want to see that. I don't want to concede any more goals. Oh, red card. Oh, right, I'm actually going to try and take advantage of this now, really try and build up our goal difference. My God, this is a fast-paced game at the minute. I'm actually going to change all of those to more offensive positions and then change my wing-backs to far more attacking. Hopefully then we can score another couple goals in this game, really boost our goal difference, try and chase Holbeck down for second place. I mean, that's an easy ball to clear, but Cagliardum on the ball, Anders Seberg plays a simple pull back, which is always good to see. Rasmussen to Thran. Braun. Thran keeps the ball very nicely, but Anderson can't keep it there either. And now hopefully we don't concede on the break. I mean, we've just... Oh, Andre Gregerson losing the ball out easily there. Harris misses. I mean, it's a bit of a wake-up call. And those changes weren't even in effect there. I mean, hopefully, if we try and batter them, they won't be able to get chances like that. So, I mean, Patrick Anderson... No, that wasn't the easiest chance in the world. Maybe he could have controlled it, but I'm still very happy with how his team is doing this game. Fredrik Christensen playing through Cagliardum. He shoots and he scores. Goal for Cagliardum. Assist for Fredrik Christensen. He's really adding that to his game in the last few games. He's getting a couple of good assists. And if you just have a look at the goal, it's a good header from Andre Gregerson, really showing why I should be starting the youth. Good, nice little through ball to Erdem, and a clean, clinical finish again. Getting those very simple goals, doing the basics right. But now Rasmussen, who's played very well this game, into Gudmundsson, just take your time, son. Patrick Hansen down the wing. Now, can he produce something? Can he produce a sparkle? He can't really, but he still keeps the ball. Anders Seberg has really been that dynamo at the back. Erdem again! Oh, now that one should have probably been better. But, you know, I can't complain. We're beating Kastrup 4-1. Now, I'm going to look at the changes. I'm probably going to bring on Jacob Pind, give Erdem a rest, and I'm going to bring on Tobias Hansen, see how he does. And then I'm going to go back to more direct passing, see if any balls over the top can take into account Hansen's height and jumping reach. Maybe try and snatch a last goal. But, you know, if we don't... 4-1. We scored 2 in the first half, 2 in the second half. Very, very positive performance from us. I'm very happy with that result. Good performances all over. Going to the dressing room, and I'm going to tell them quite simply, I am very pleased with that result. Leave the match and let's see what it leaves the league looking like. Leaves the league looking, we are 2 points behind Holbeck with better goal difference. We are a point ahead of Ladoja Schmorum with a lot better goal difference. So it looks like we should be able to secure a good finish, especially after that shaky start to the season. We've played really well now. We're looking like a very unbeatable team to all apart from FA 2000. So no, that's very good. I'm very pleased. And in the next episode, I will actually see you for the game against Ladoja Schmorum at the start of the next part of the season, after the winter break, which is 4 months long. Hopefully get a couple more signings in, get another centre-back in, maybe get a goalkeeper. But I'm very, very positive about what we can do for the rest of this season. But until then, guys, I will see you later. So have a nice day and bye-bye.